Hi everyone and welcome back to the tasting room. We're sampling today a bourbon. This is Rabbit Hole Kentucky Straight Bourbon. So you may remember that maybe a few months ago I did their rye. So this is a fairly new Kentucky distillery, Rabbit Hole. Only a couple years old. So they have some younger whiskeys. But they did a real nice job on the rye. Go check out the review I did on the rye. I'll try to link that right here. Use a level 3 char on their barrel for this bourbon, just like they do on the rye. This is batch number 2, bottle 7,890. Like I said, a younger distillery. They did something a little odd with the mash bill on this one. So this one is 70% corn, so a very high corn content. It is, for as good as their rye is, this is not a rye bourbon here. Their secondary grain is wheat. So they use 70% corn, 10% wheat. Then they use 10% honey malted barley and 10% malted barley. So a little bit higher barley content than a lot of Kentucky bourbons. I think most of them use around 15%. So they're using 10% malted barley and 10% honey malted barley, which I've never seen that before. That's a little strange to me. This is a beautiful color for a whiskey that's only a couple of years old. I think it's only aged for maybe 2 years and change. Nice grainy nose. Lots of corn. Nice cinnamon. Vanilla. Okay, and the palate, it opens up sweet and grainy. Good amount of vanilla. Nice sweet honey on the back of the palate. Finishes well with a nice lingering spice. Much longer finish than I was expecting. Very nice. This one is 95 proof, so it's a little bit higher proof. Again, my guess is probably to compensate for the younger age. Obviously, being a newer distillery, they've got to get the money rolling in. This was where I'm at, about a $50 bottle, I think. So, a little on the pricier side for a newer distillery, but again, happy to help. But very tasty though. So the nose on this one had a good, nice, solid bourbon character to it. We're going to give the nose 21 points. Taste opened up with a lot of vanilla. It's had some nice spices. We will give the taste 22. The finish, more than I was expecting on the finish. Wasn't expecting such a nice, long, even finish. I'm going to give the finish 22.5, and the overall balance for this one 20 points. And that's going to leave us with an overall score for this one of 85.5 points. So again, go pick this one up. I enjoyed this one. Good table bourbon. Their rye is very good. I haven't tried their sherry aged. They have a sherry cask finished bourbon. A little bit more on the pricey side. I think that one was $79, $80 range. And I saw that they're coming out with, I don't think it's on the shelves yet, but they're coming out with a rye barrel finished gin. So I'm very excited for that. I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that one. I don't think I've ever seen a rye before, a gin before that was aged in rye barrels. I've seen gin aged in bourbon barrels, I believe, but never rye. So I ought to give that nice, even juniper berry a little bit of a kick. Well, thanks everybody for joining me this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up or leave a comment in the comment section down below. I'd love to read them. If you're not already a member to my channel, please hit that button and subscribe. I wouldn't want you to miss out on any new videos. I have one come out every Saturday and sometimes even one during the week, just to mix things up a little bit. So go ahead and do that for me. I will see you again next week right here on The Tasting Room.